He did the ghost ride. He ghost rode the whip.
It's not even that I was sleeping on him.
The red plate. So his plates match his hair now. Were they short on stretchers in that or something? One side of your handlebars inoperable. The other one had a shaft out. They're already up in the mix.
I mean, obviously, Jett f***ed up, but...
Finally, we saw it. First time this season. Beast mode. Return.
Yeah, that was super cool.
YouTube, how we doing? Welcome back to the channel. We appreciate y'all tuning in as always. We're in a different location, but we're here with Top Chick, the legend.
Hey.
Up here at my parents' house in Ohio. Sorry about the little lighting glare. We're working with what we got here, but I mean, yeah, I feel like you guys know that you're not coming to this channel for quality. You know, you're just coming to hear us bullshit. So, you know, no choice. We just finished up watching the Arlington Supercross National. Sketch City, crashes, last lap battles, passes, heartbreaks, triumphs. How'd you feel about it? What'd you think of the race?
Absolutely crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, the track was really dangerous, obviously.
Yeah, and Top Chick's also not feeling very well tonight, so guys, give her some get well wishes and some kudos for appearing on the show tonight since she's not feeling well. She's a trooper. But yeah, that was insane. Short lap times, like 40-something seconds again. They were doing tons of laps. Track got gnarly. It seemed like it was kind of a basic layout, but we had some sketchy obstacles. We'll just go ahead and get into the 250 class, and we'll talk about it as we go. First place, as you all know, if you watch the race, he did the ghost ride. He ghost rode the whip. Haiden Deegan. I mean, you think he's back? Is he your title favorite still, like he was preseason? What are you thinking?
Still, I would say my title favorite. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely seeming like he was the fastest and most consistent, like keeping it kind of safe at least, or trying to. But I mean, the track really could have reached up and grabbed anybody, honestly. But
and it looked like we were about to have a pretty good battle with Deegan and Forkner. Do you think Deegan could have pulled it off? I mean, obviously we all know what happened, but it would have at least been nice to watch down to the wire.
Yeah, I think Deegan would have had it in him.
Yeah. But
yeah, it definitely would have been a better race, and definitely hope Forkner's okay.
Yeah, no kidding. That was not cool at all. I know about hitting walls myself, not so much about just straight concrete ground. That wasn't cool. Our best wishes to Forkner. P2 kept his balls in his pants the whole time, so that his vlog probably won't pop off as much this week. Cameron McAdoo, second place. Him and Deegan went 15-1 and 16-2 or something like that. Yeah, McAdoo's all banged up. He's hurt. Still pulls out a second. Any thoughts? I don't even think he really did anything sketchy tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of a beast for getting second and not feeling great. He rode well and stayed safe, so good job.
Did you know his sister's in the military?
I didn't until tonight, yeah.
No, I'm saying after watching the broadcast.
Oh, yes, I definitely knew afterwards.
Yeah,
100%.
Hey, shout out to him, though.
Yeah.
P3, French fry, Tom Vialle, after just getting pummeled in Detroit. And then he also pummeled himself on the same jump that Forkner got pummeled on in the main. I believe Vialle took a quick first-class, all expenses paid trip to Indonesia and practiced. He might have been out for the night, but he gets a podium. Vialle third, hammaker fourth, and really the entire top four was all bounce back rides from all the people that were in that pile up at Detroit. So it's kind of crazy how the field inverted in one weekend.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't really notice much of Vialle, but good job.
Hey, he was P3, and then hammaker. We started out loose, but we gathered it back up. A P4, solid, at least something to build off of. We're hammaker fans in this house, and hammaker's a super fan. So I mean, you gotta love the kid. No choice. P5, Brown, actually kind of an invisible night besides that front end tuck in the heat race. And Brown has had a pretty good solid start to the season, actually. And I know that surprises you because you filmed him eat shit at least twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely.
He's your guy, though. You love watching him, right? Interesting.
Keeps us on our toes. Yeah,
always.
For sure.
P6, you were sleeping on this guy hard in the preseason. I told you he was my pick for second in the championship, and right now he's got the red plate. Max Anstie.
It's not even that I was sleeping on him. I just didn't pick him because I don't know. I'm just not like a fan.
You just didn't pick him because you didn't think he was that good. That's like the definition of sleeping on. Like if you
No, I didn't think he wasn't good. I just didn't see him doing as well as all my other picks. And I knew he could do well, but I'm just not like a big fan. I don't really care about
We just finished watching Harry Potter. You should be into Anstie now. He's got the same accent and everything. But... I mean, he's only gone 2-6 so far, and he's got the red plate. So his plates match his hair now, which is kind of like a neat little, having that line up for next weekend. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Red hair, red plate, red bike,
Good for him.
No choice. 7th, Hymas, another quiet ride for him. I thought he was good. 8th, Coty Schock. You probably didn't see him, but he was 4th at Detroit and 8th in this one. And this one... There wasn't a bomb. There wasn't an explosion in the first turn on this one. The only thing that exploded was Forkner onto the concrete. So, like, that was a legit P8. Like, that was good.
Yeah.
He's been kind of, like, a bit of a sleeper shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? Shock? So original. I think only 100 people have made that joke. Let's see. Guillem Ferrez, 9 on the Husk. That's solid. Dude's probably just trying to get his feet wet, stay healthy. It's the first Supercross season. P10, Bennick. Through the LCQ, he had about 33 seconds between the LCQ and the main to get ready, to get turned around and get back to the gate for the main, but he's P10 and tied for 3rd in points, so that's a solid start for Dax. I mean, you got any thoughts on Dax? Or?
Yeah, I thought he was going to have a little bit better of a night, but still solid for sure.
Yeah, it kind of, you got a wrench thrown in the program, crashing right away in the heat race, and then you got to go to the LCQ. On a start like that, you're kind of just boned.
Yeah.
11th, Henry Miller, didn't really see or hear anything of him. 12th, Romano, that's a bummer on paper because he got the whole shot and he ran up front. But I honestly, call me crazy, but I think he might have done better if he didn't get the whole shot because he started up front. And honestly, for lack of better words, he probably blew the wad running up front with those guys, which is good. I mean, it's good experience. The more times you do it, the longer you'll stay up there and eventually you'll make it the whole race. But it's just tough. I mean, you know what it's like to watch your rider get the whole shot and things start happening a little fast for him and he starts going backwards. You seen anybody that you know done that in the past?
Yeah, definitely you.
Oh.
On more than one occasion.
Well, okay then.
I knew that's what you were looking for.
Yeah. 13th, Welton, solid start to the season for him, 2 top 15s. 14th, Lucurcio, the Wildcat. Yeah, cool to see Wildcat back. 15, Linville, he was part of the knockdown, drag out, freaking death battle in the heat race, which we'll get a little bit more into here in a minute. 16th, shout out to Ryder Floyd. He's a good dude, hardworking privateer. Put it in the main, in his home state. Yeehaw, baby. Also, shout out 17th, Izaih Clark, arena cross guy. He's also super good dude, Fort Dodge guy. Isaiah's my boy. Stoked to see him in the main. I think that's his first ever one, so great job, Zay. Following in the footsteps of Justin Brayton, Teddy Mayer, you know the lineup. 18th, Michael Hicks, straight off of dominating General Tire Arena crash. 19, we'll talk about 19, Pappy, and 21st.
Accidentally misspoke. I meant Munoz.
How about that heat race? Literally, Pappy went for full manslaughter on Munoz, sent him into the next lane. Pappy was probably hoping oncoming traffic was coming, so he would eliminate even more competition, but it didn't quite work. But yeah, wow, how'd you feel about that scrap, Top Chick?
That was really entertaining. I loved it.
Yeah.
I love the heart.
Who do you think was in the most wrong in that one?
I don't know. It makes me proud of Pappy.
He was digging, huh?
Yeah.
And then you had Munoz. His feet were off the pegs more than they were on him, but he still put it in the main.
It definitely wasn't clean by any means.
But it's battle for the main event. It's not
but
supposed
I
to be
love
clean,
the heart.
You have no choice but to. Man, this one's going to hurt to talk about. P20, Austin Forkner. He was looking good. Everything was looking, call me Carmichael. Everything's good. Everything wasn't so good towards the end of that main. Straight lawn dart somersault to concrete combo. What do you think? That sucked. I'm sad.
No, it always sucks to see someone crash, but that was particularly gnarly, and he was having a really good night.
Yeah.
It really did seem like his headspace had changed a lot. It still can happen to anyone, obviously. That's just part of the sport, but it really did seem like he was trying to make sure he was on his P's and Q's, and obviously you're still going to have your hiccups here and there, but that was horrible.
Yeah, it's just been tough. And I mean, two things I want to have like a mini rant about. Like, first of all, were they short on stretchers in that bit or something? Like, why do they have my man walking off the track in a neck brace? Like, that was kind of wild. I'm no medical professional, though. This is just me from the couch talking shit. My second thing, we're doing all these preventative measures with track builds. No dragging backs, no more than 9 loops, no more than 7 clods of dirt per freaking... Yeah, I'm getting out of hand with it. But, we got all these things we can't do, but yet that section, people were almost killing themselves all day on it. Vialle did kill himself on it. High speed, triple over the top of a tall tabletop with a sharp backside. Even some of the 450 guys, like, they were getting sketchy on it. They were just, I guess, had maybe better setups or just a little bit, maybe more ready for it. I don't know, but just kind of a bummer.
That definitely.
You know, like, if you're going to be taking stuff out to try and fix a track and keep people healthy, like, eventually they're just going to be racing in a circle. And it's not NASCAR, it's national. So I
just hope he's okay. And
that's
something like that, like, with what he's already had to go through, it could potentially like end his career depending on if what has.
Yeah, I hope not, but at least they said it was his shoulder and not his neck. That's what they said. He was going to the hospital for his shoulder. So
I didn't hear anything.
That's what they
so
said
I didn't know.
I
but
guess,
landing on your back like that, like,
no,
that's scary.
Not ideal at all. Freaking C and teeth 1 through 15 are hurting right now.
Yeah.
Prayers up to Forkner, and also Swole 22nd on the Triumph. That's a bummer too to see him out already. And Triumph now has no team, so you guys saw me at the Triumph intro the other day. I hope to God they don't try to call me because A, I suck, can't race Supercross, and B, I wouldn't do it anyway. So yeah, then we got the points: Anstie, Brown, Bennick and Schock are tied for third. How about that? That's a shocker.
Wow.
Deegan and McAdoo already up to 5th and 6th after getting laid out in the first turn, having one side of your handlebars inoperable, the other one had a shaft out. They're already up in the mix already. Forkner down to 7th. Who knows if he'll even be able to participate anymore. Now we'll go on to the 450s. We weren't expecting to see that, huh? But yeah, golf claps fully deserved. We thought Jett had it. Kind of seemed like he had made it boring. He was managing his gap like he always does, and then stepped on his messed up.
Yep. Super stoked for Webb on this one. I feel like this is what he needed for a little confidence boost too. So,
Definitely.
I mean, obviously, like, yeah, Jett f***ed up, but, can I say that?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is just going to help push Coop in the direction that he needed in order to turn the season around.
And if you give Coop an inch, he takes a mile. If you remember his first championship season, he hadn't really done shit, and then he wins a race, goes on a run. Second, Tomac. Dare I say it? Finally, we saw it first time this season. Beast mode at return.
Yeah, that was super cool to see.
Even that heat race, beast mode was there. He was throwing turn downs over the Supercross triples, pointing and shooting wherever he wanted, putting the bike where he wanted it. Like, I'm all in. He's back.
Yeah, that was really cool to see. He said that he was getting tired of people calling him the old guy.
Call out to Daniel Blair. But yeah, I think Eli wins Daytona next weekend. I think he's going to have to mess up to not win Daytona next weekend. And if he wins Daytona next weekend, boom, he's right back in this thing. He might have saved himself. And I really think if he didn't crash, like he said, he made a bonehead mistake, overjumped the triple. If he didn't crash, I think he's winning easy. Like, with Jett crashing or not. Like, I think he was the guy tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Third, AP. We're always hyped about that. A Cowboy podium is always something that we're stoked on. He had
solid night for him.
Solid, yeah. Wasn't anything too flashy. He's been having good heat races though. Like AP, the heat race god, it's like a newfound trend for the year. It's been sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, still third in points. The dude's, it's AP's world. We're living in it. He might not have the red plate, but I still maintain that statement. And that leads us to P4. The young and messed up. He jacked up twice. He had it. Jett was gone the whole moto doing his managing BS, just like outdoors, making it boring. What do you think? Just like lapse in concentration?
Yeah, I don't know. I was really, really tired and not feeling well, and probably like starting to fall asleep until that happened, and it woke me up. That's for sure.
Yeah, because like Coop wasn't even really putting the pressure on. Like I don't think it was close enough for him to be
not just the track. I think got to him. Simple, quick mistake, and that was that.
Yep. He still got the red plate though, and I was thinking when I saw the graphic with the points at the end of the night, it's actually insane he's leading the points for how much he has screwed up. And I mean, everybody's messed up a lot, but Jett has messed up so much, and he still has the points lead.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Fifth, Hunter's coming back around.
Yeah.
He didn't go around the whoops or anything. Like
he's consistently creeping on up to some better finishes.
He's starting to be more like what you thought he was going to be from the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is all it takes, a few good races, and he might start snowballing into a good season here this second half. So Hunter, he's looking lethal. Sixth, Sexton, still struggling with the hand, I think, but he's in salvage mode. He's still getting points. What do you think? Like,
I forgot he was there.
Mercy. You still think he's going to be a factor for the championship, or do you think he's slipping out of it?
I don't know. I don't think he'll win it.
Who are your championship factors right now? Like, if you had to take it down to 3.
Jett, Coop, and then I feel like the next is like a tie between AP and Tomac.
I'm right there with you. I think the exact same thing. And it's like, Tomac can't really afford any more bad races is the only thing for him. But if he gets on a run, which we've seen him do many a times, like, everybody could be in trouble.
And AP's been dangerously consistent.
Yep, and winning all the heat races, so he's always got good gate picks. Coop's got confidence. We all know that's dangerous. It's shaping up to be good. El Hombre kind of messed up tonight, and so did Roczen. But the way everything's been this season, like, one more crazy night, and it could just flip flop again, just like the 2 of the East did. Like, it's just kind of the way it's been this year. 7, J. Coop. I know you probably didn't see him out there either, but he did qualify fastest again, at least in one of the sessions. And I mean, he's putting together a quietly solid rookie season, but I know it's not enough to get on the radar of top chick.
No, yeah, but good for him.
I love it. I don't know.
I don't really have a rhyme or reason to it either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know where this is coming from, but yeah, here we are. 8th, Roczen. Of course, Friese took down him and Malcolm when Roczen was trying to make the pass. Kenny had to pull the Kickstarter. He had to just kick it. But
that sucked more for Malcolm than it did for Roczen.
Yeah,
Roczen kind of...
Malcolm, like, got the shit beat out of him by, like, his rear tire and stuff. Like, he got beat around big time. Like, Roczen kind of
messed up.
Yeah, he kind of threw it in there.
But Malcolm just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that wasn't all on Friese. Like, usually we're all ready to get the pitchforks out for Friese. But that, along with when Jett messed up the second time and ran into the back of Friese and crashed, like, I don't think that was Friese's fault either.
No.
Like, Friese was on the side of the track just doing his own thing. Maybe he was about to get in the way. There's at least a 50-50 chance he was about to get in the way, but Jett just sent it in there and was kind of hoping and praying. He probably wasn't thinking about the long game during that one, but yeah.
He was there the whole time. He didn't move.
Exactly.
Jett said that he should have known he was stopping there.
But even after all that, for Roczen and Stewart to get 8th and 9th is pretty good. And Anderson 10th. They all came back from just show races. Anderson was down, I think, in turn 2. I thought I saw it at the corner of the screen. 11th, Friese. We just talked about him. And another unpopular opinion. 11th for Vince Friese. Like, that's a good ride. A lot of people crashed, but, like, that's a good finish.
That is good.
That's good. And he wasn't getting lapped until the last lap. Like, that's solid. I mean, I know I've never made it that far without getting lapped, that's for sure. Freckle 12th. This is crazy to say, but out of those 2 Moto Concepts riders, I would say Freckle was the crappier lapper out of the 2 of them, because he kind of held up Coop and made that whole situation happen.
I don't know if maybe I was dozing during that.
Yeah, you might have been dozing. We're getting to the nitty-gritty here. We're getting to the end. 13th, poor Dino. The shoe will be out by tomorrow morning, but got beat by Friese again. Dino, if you have any balls, dude, you got to call your next vlog. I got beat by Vince Friese. I guarantee you it'll get views. It will hurt the pride, but, I mean, the result sheet's always here. But nah, good ride for Dino on the farewell season. We're fans. We love the tube. It's so entertaining. 14, barcia. We don't know when he's going to decide to show up this season or not. We maybe have some bike problems. Maybe we ain't feeling it. I don't know. 15, Mcelrath. 16th, Breece. Out of arena crash. Crazy. In the middle of a championship fight. If you were in the middle of a championship fight, would you go out and dog it for a 16th at a Supercross, or would you just keep it in the confines of an arena?
I wouldn't do a Supercross, so...
Well, racers race. I guess that's what Breece is, and you ain't, babe. Sorry about it.
Yep. I'm on the couch.
17th, Justin Hill. He's been silent this year, too. I've been wondering if he's been picking up shifts back in Oregon. trying to stop methamphetamine as a local police officer. That's what he was doing in his time off. I thought he had gone back to it, but he's still out here. 18th bloss, still hasn't managed to break the beta in half, so I feel like that's awesome marketing because that dude is fucking huge. 19 Mumford up to the 450 class, cool to see. Hey, we got to give some more claps real quick.
Oh, yeah.
P20, J-Rob, my boy Jerry Robin, nice job. We're clapping quietly because we got people sleeping in the house. We're doing our best here.
He made it out of the LCQ, right?
Yep, he's a dog.
Nice.
First main of the year. Stoked for you, J-Rob. Sick military appreciation
Oh, you know
kit.
what? Freddie didn't make it.
Yeah, very sad. I think that's the first main of the year missed for Freddie.
It was.
Super fan is definitely losing sleep over that this evening as we speak. He's probably trying to fall asleep in jeans and shoes right now. He uses a t-shirt as a pillowcase. Yeah, that's besides the point, not about the race, but no Freddie in the main. 21st Wageman, good on him making it, coming up from the 250 class. And then 22nd, he'd been in the top 10 every race until this one. Not sure what happened, but ferrandis finally out of the top 10, last place. Doesn't even get a point for it. Qualified for the main, did a few laps. Yeah, well, you, no points. And then we'll finish it up, the entire top 7, within 17, after 7 races. It's honestly like, the action's like a sore dick. You just can't beat it.
We're going to Daytona next week, too.
Yeah,
so
we'll be live
it's a really
in
good
person.
point during this season to go to one, I feel like.
We're headed to a very pivotal national.
Yeah.
A lot could change, a lot could happen, and we're going to be there for it. We're going to be
Yeah.
vlogging, we're going to be roaming around the pits, finding riders, finding action, maybe even drinking beer, which I never do, so that'll get the vlog loosened right up. Yeah, see the look on her face? That was legitimate. But yeah, it's been an epic season so far. We sure have been enjoying it. We haven't even been able to watch that many races together, but we were able to be together tonight, and we'll be together in person in Daytona next weekend. So if you guys are in Daytona for Bike Week, for the Supercross, for the Amateur Supercross, hell, if you're there to ride a 1969 Mako at the freaking Vintage National, come say what's up to me and Top Chick. We'll be there, and we'll be stoked to meet some people, and we'll be having some fun. So thank you, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate it. And finish this out. Closing words, Top Chick.
Come say hey to us in Daytona.
Damn right. She won't be sick anymore. We're getting her to the doctor tomorrow morning. No choice. See you guys.
See you guys.